Good evening, everybody. I'm Pierre Roberge, the Daily Trader. It is Friday, June 16th, and we are going to take a look at Tesla, Palantir, Nvidia stock, and a bunch of other instruments from a technical analysis perspective. My goal in doing these videos is to help you understand how you can use technical analysis to make better trading and investing decisions. But I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research and make your own decisions. So Tesla is up $4.64. That's 1.81%, closed at 260.54. Post-market, we seem to be up by 17 cents. Let's take a look at the chart. Okay, where are we? Okay, the first thing that we need to check is, are we still in our bullish channel? Very steep bullish channel, I might add. We are still in this bullish channel, so as long as we are into it, the stock is just going to go up. So there's nothing we have to do. That's it. If we try to speculate a little bit, but we don't act on those speculations, we wait until they happen or not. We have some resistance at 265.32. So far, we have not traded above that 265.32. So this is going to maybe slow us down a little bit. We have our bullish channel resistance, a longer term bullish channel resistance. This one has basically started at the beginning of the year, and Tesla has been following exactly that channel. So we are getting very close to that resistance. This could mean a resistance at 273 to 277. This is the range if we stay in our current channel right here. And eventually, assuming that Tesla continues in our small bullish channel right here, then we are going to encounter big milestone downward resistance thing that started 2 years ago. 2 years ago almost. This is a big downward resistance. So Tesla is in a downtrend. It is still in a downtrend because it was higher before than what it is now. So it is still in a downtrend. Yes, we have had a big pullback right here, a pullback that's profitable. So pullbacks can be profitable. And yes, we are not technically following the long-term trend. That means that Tesla is still in a downtrend, but that's fine. We try to find trading opportunities, so that's fine. So at that point, we are going to be at around 298 to 296, so very close to our 300. So I might as well start drawing those horizontal resistance also. So these are some horizontal resistance that we might encounter after that break if it happens. But 313.12, let's say 313.13. So 313.13, so this is something that we might have to encounter at some point in the future. Let's take a look at the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, nothing else to say. This is maintaining itself quite well. In terms of indicators, everything's still positive. We had this little bit of a snafu that happened this week because of the Federal Reserve, blah, blah, blah. We still have a MACD crossover bearish. This is a good example. You see that MACD had a breakover bearish, and it has not recovered yet while the stock has been going even higher. This is why we are not relying that much on that one. But I like to have it there as a broad indication of where the trend is. Let's go back to the daily chart. So on the daily chart, let's look at our indicators. So we have stochastic at 96, super strong. MACD still bullish. RSI still overbought. That's fine. And DMI is also super, super bullish. So let's see up to where this is taking us. We cannot complain when things are just going up. Let's take a look at some Tesla news. So Tesla loses bid to overturn Louisiana's ban on direct car sales. So in terms of the rulings, the direct sales ban applies equally to all manufacturers, and Tesla has alleged no facts regarding anti-Tesla animus on the part of the Louisiana legislature. So I guess by the way the law is written that no manufacturer can sell directly to consumers, they are saying that, well, it is what it is, and Tesla is a manufacturer, so that's the end of all. But we all know that this is not the spirit of the law. So Tesla patents a new steer-by-wire system. That's a great news. Tesla has filed for a patent on a new steer-by-wire system. This is the patent application here. I think this is great. This will be removing the mechanical connection between the steering wheel and the wheels. And Tesla will also be able with this to better program their yoke steering wheel that was pretty cumbersome when you wanted to park with the hand over hand. So they could do something like this, like Toyota has done, which is that depending on the speed, when you turn the yoke, then the wheels will turn a lot faster at slower speed than at high speed. So this way, you might never have to cross arm over arm when you are parking. This is great if Tesla does something like this, but I think that they will. They are smart. There's some analysts that say that Tesla supercharger network could be worth $100 billion. And Morgan Stanley has a reasonable case right here that assumes that 10% of EV miles penetration, 50% Tesla share of supercharging, and 30% of net operating profit. So I find this interesting that analysts are really looking at this supercharger network. This is providing a lot of value. And here we have Tesla Semi recall suggests production is still slow. So Tesla has issued a new voluntary recall on the Tesla Semi in the form of a software update. This is not a recall. It's just a software update to change how a warning shows on screen. Tesla news recall covers 36 vehicles off of 35 in February. By this, Electrek is concluding that they have not produced a lot of Tesla semis. And Tesla has now installed over 500,000 Powerwalls. Wow, I did not think it was this much. 3 cents, 1.81%, closed at 16.30. Yes, it's down, but we are still making a higher high and still making a lower high. So this is still going up. The whole candle is still going up, even though the close has gone down a little bit. So we need to look at the whole picture and not just the close. Fantastic. Happy to see this. Nvidia is continuing its way up. So just a little note about this one here. Just a little bit of a note. This is the current bullish channel that we are in with Nvidia. And as I always say, this is a steep channel, and at some point we are going to get a broader channel. So the broader channel means that we are going to get outside of this one and do something like this, and we are going to have something that's broader and more sustainable. I don't know when this is going to happen, but this is something that is going to happen at some point. Everything is great in terms of the indicators. VIX, wow. VIX down 0.96. So VIX is dropping again like crazy. After this little bump here because of the Federal Reserve, people were scared a little bit. So now we have support at 1348. This is just fantastic. QQQ, yes, it's down, but again, a higher high and a higher low. So this is good. Same thing with Dow Jones. Same thing with S&P 500. Same thing with NASDAQ. The stock market is going up like crazy, and our stocks also. So it's not just a one-off. If you only have your stocks that are going up and the market as a whole is not, then it's a little bit more iffy. But when everybody is in synchronicity, then it's great. Spot physical gold. So look at this. Spot physical gold went higher and perfectly touch our downward channel support that it is now a resistance. So we are still above 15, but there's still no sign that it wants to go higher. Physical silver after this little bit of a fluke. This happens. It did a little bit of a fluke here. And I think I'm going to adjust this. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. So silver is doing better than gold. So we have this double support. We seem to have this double support right here. And this one is just a fluke. So this one wants to break this downward resistance channel right here. Stochastic is over 60. So maybe this is going to turn around. It's very close to be turning around a little bit. I would still wait for 841 because this can zigzag a little bit more here. But once it breaks 841, then I'm going to believe it more. Bitcoin, nice bounce on 25,247. Nice bounce on this. Don't have stochastic over 60 yet, but I like to see this. Ripple, yeah, Ripple was doing a lot better, and now Ripple is falling in line. It's falling in line. Maybe it is going to resynchronize with Bitcoin a little bit. No stochastic over 60, so this one could be falling easily down to 0.43. And USDX, yeah, on its way down to this support right here. Yes, a little bit of a positive day, but we still made a lower high. We still made a lower low. The candle is not a great one. And just briefly on NBM, Neo Battery Materials. This is a company located in Canada, and I've been doing a little bit more research on this one. You need to subscribe to my channel because I am going to publish a very interesting video about Neo Battery Materials. A video that is going to showcase how aligned they are with Tesla. How aligned. I don't know if Tesla is going to acquire them. I don't know if Tesla is going to license their technology. I don't know if Tesla is going to use their services or even compete with them. But it's just really interesting that they are pretty much in sync with Tesla's strategy. We're going to have this out maybe this weekend. This is an eye-opener. After having been up a while, we stabilized a little bit. And now we seem, because we have this wick here, it made a top. It made a top. This is a resistance, really. It's a resistance because we did not close above it. It's still a resistance, but we pierced through it during the day. This is showing some indication that it wants to go higher. This one is very cheap at 42 cents Canadian. So that's even lower in US. And you can find it on the over-the-counter in the US, so I think on NASDAQ. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. If you like what I do, you can become a YouTube member. Click on my TradingView affiliate link. I'm going to wish you a great weekend. We are going to talk on Monday, unless you are a member, in which case we are also going to talk on Sunday. So have a great weekend, and I'm going to tell you à la prochaine.